Hello, good morning everybody. Did you just see my ceiling? I think you did. I was looking for my eraser and then I'm like, 2 minutes just passed and I'm now here. So I'm just gonna see who is joining us this morning for our ABCs of September. Let's have a look. I have already sketched out the eyes, the letter I's, so I'm ready to paint. And no, I did not get my H's all done. I got a big amount of them done, but yeah, I didn't get them finished. So I'm going to pull up our letter I on the Padlet that some of you have, and then see what images we have for inspiration for colors. There are a lot of images that have been added. I love this iguana. Esty added this iguana. That's crazy. Is Esty here? Oops. Let me just put this on Do Not Disturb, and there we go. My computer is doing funny things, so I may not be able to see that you guys are here right now, but I know that, oh, there we go. Meryl, hi, good morning, Meryl. How are you? Hi, Melissa, how are you? All right, so we're on eyes. Look at this awesome photo. I really want to know if Esty saw it and where did she see it? Were you in India, Esty? Was it in Israel? Was it in the States? That's crazy. When I went to Thailand in my early 20s, there were huge iguanas walking around. I guess, is this an iguana or is it just a lizard? I don't know the difference between an iguana and a lizard. That's not very good, is it? Hi, Laura. Good morning. How are you? It feels like autumn is coming here. Like it's a little bit darker in the mornings. The leaves are turning. Yeah, it's I mean, I don't mind it, but I do love not having to dress, overdress, put on, you know, all the clothes. But then I do like wearing sweaters, so I'm going to start from the bottom this time and work up. And as I said, I was trying to find my putty eraser, which I just had. I think I took it upstairs. I do have this one, but it is not very good. But I can try to erase this mark. It's probably going to get covered anyway. Oh, actually, it's not that bad. Starting to get cozy, Melissa says. If that's what you want to call it, let's call it cozy. All right. And actually, I'm going to just put this on the corner because I had class yesterday, so I put down some fresh, clean paper. And well, it's not sticking very well. But I don't really want to get it all dirty, so I'm just going to put that under on the corner. Thank you to those of you who came to class yesterday. We had a great session. We were learning or focusing on proportions and line. Two things that I think you definitely, the more you do in art, the better you get with proportions because you see things better. Hi, C, good morning. All right, I'm going to the next image. I'm going backwards in my images. This is a deer, but it's an impala. Okay. Patricia. I need another palette to mix. Let's have a look. I did have just that one, but I'm going to mix on this one. So I'm going to go all over them all, make some patterns for some of the backgrounds, and then And then others I'll just keep simple. And just get these done. Did anybody go to Dylan's drawing session yesterday? I did not get around to it. Unfortunately, I really wanted to because I love his sessions. But I did not get around to going. See, how was your trip yesterday to the ocean? I can't wait to see pictures. I'm tired this morning, and you know what? This is what happens. I got extra sleep. I went to bed at 10 and woke up at 5 or 4:30. I'm like, I'm getting extra sleep tonight. This is great. And yet I'm now tired. Ice cream. The next image is ice cream. I can put the image here so you can see it. C says, it was amazing. Okay, I'm going to just do this and keep the background white and then probably put some pattern in the background, but just remember that I have to keep this like a cone. Or maybe I'll take the cone, maybe I'll do that now, because the cone has almost like a diagonal, like a diamond shape to it. Am I making it? Yeah, I just made it a little bit more complicated, didn't I? By putting these bits in. And it's not even like this. Looking at it, there is a separation between, it's not like a double separation. So I just did that wrong. Oh well. We're gonna keep going with this, but it's not how the cornetto is. And my squares have now become blobs. Melissa says, too much sleep makes me feel sleepy too. I know, it's strange, isn't it? C says, ideal weather and scenery. It had been closed due to destruction of last year's horrible storms. And it's really a really big story. Many stories from yesterday's adventure. Oh, can't wait. Maybe we should have a drawing session this afternoon, if anybody is available, because I would love to hear about it. I'm not sure if you're up for it, see? I also want to discuss our next sketch and draw, which I would like to have on Friday, because Saturday I'm going into Toronto to meet up with Melissa, and Sunday I cannot do. So if we can get together this afternoon for an hour, that would be great. I'd love to do something different for this week's sketch and draw. Okay, it's definitely not how I imagined this to be. What if I put the shadow just on one side though? I'll just leave it like that. That's okay. Good morning, Janan. How are you? C says, "Oh, it just reopened. I'd like to say for us." Oh, of course it reopened just for you. Yes, I am. I have an appointment this morning, but I would like to meet this afternoon. Fantastic. Hi, Amy. Thank you for your comments yesterday. I didn't get back to you on the comments you left. Okay, see, we will do a catch up this afternoon. Another iguana. So maybe with this one I will just do yeah, just do the background and leave the eye white. I have class this morning, so it'll probably be around 1 or 2 o'clock, if that's okay, see. Probably around 1:30 actually. 1:30 is perfect because, yeah, that would be great. Then I can go for a walk with Piper after class, have something to eat for lunch. These are very different colors to the other day. Is everybody working on their eyes? Oh, I love this caterpillar. Why is it under? It's an inchy worm. An inchy worm? Do we call these inchy worms? I thought inchy worms were little and green. This looks like a caterpillar to me, but I like the colors, so I don't care. An inchy worm. That is a new way of describing this little creature. Good time for me too, C says. Good, great. I will put a link in the Patreon chat. If you're here and you want to come, let me know. If you're not part of the Patreon and you just want to come because, you know, you want to hang out with us and draw, let me know. All right. I didn't get to, yeah, I didn't get to Dylan's last night. I didn't get to Sam's this week. It's been a bit of a crazy week. All right, let's go on to our next one. Ooh, igloo. There's something really cool about igloos, isn't there? When they, you know, when they didn't have tents and they needed to make a little house. Has everybody made an igloo before? Okay, I'm gonna keep these eyes white. Oops, I went over them. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna just have to make them darker. Happens. And it's bleeding into the orange. Okay, let's go back over here. Just getting all the colors on, and then I'll go back into them. Ooh, aqua. Do love that aqua. A little island. Is that really a person sitting on the island? Oh no, it's a sculpture. How cool is that? This is like the perfect aqua color. Janan says, I'm waking up my eyes with a cup of coffee. Very good. Melissa says, we used to make an igloo every winter in our backyard. In England, believe it or not, whenever there was snow, we would make an igloo. My mum's from Sweden, so she grew up with snow like we do in Canada for 5 months of the year. So she, you know, she would always get it in any time that it would snow in England, and she'd be out there like with us playing in the snow. And we made a very cool igloo. And she had gotten a Tupperware container and made bricks, you know, those. Now you have to go to the toy store to get the brick makers, but she just used whatever she had. And so it was actually made out of ice bricks, which was so cool. And I wish I could find photos of that because that was very, very cool. Sela made a little igloo when she was little. It's a fun way to engage in the weather. Hang on, did I go back that way? Okay, igloo and island and ink pen. And this is just black and gold. So I'm going to take the gold and go over the eye. And then I will come back and work black over at the top in the background. So that one was easy. Let's go to the next one, an iron, an old iron, which has a lot of raw umber and burnt umber or burnt sienna. Getting these colors in. It's already been 20 minutes and I'm only halfway through. I would like to be in 10 minutes. I'm going to speed up. I'd like to be done the base coloring. I'm like moving a little bit slow, I think. Okay, an igloo. This is the next one. We have an igloo and a Canada flag. And is this is from the Secretive Capybara. Ooh, I think I know who that could be. Not so secretive. I don't know if Nick is here. Is Nick here? No, I don't think so. That makes me laugh though. You can say thank you to the Secretive Capybara. That's only if it is that person who I think it is. Oops. It's like a paintbrush that had its own mind. Melissa says, yeah, we used a recycling bin. A recycling bin? Like a big recycling bin? Oh my gosh, that would have been huge. Huge blocks. Wow. Okay, you just upped the game. Okay, this is really bright and it is I for ice cream truck. I think it's an ice cream truck. I'm gonna probably try and make the pink and then go over with the green. I think the pink should be the background. I do like the polka dots too, but I'm not sure if polka dots are gonna get in here because I'm gonna do the background very pink and the green is gonna be here, but I would love it to be that fluorescent neon. It's not really fluorescent, it's like a neon green. What's the difference between fluorescent and neon? Does anybody know? Does it have to have fluorescence in it to be fluorescent? Maybe that's a Google question for today. Difference between fluorescent and neon. If anybody is not painting right now and wants to Google that for me, I'd love to know the difference. Melissa says the house size one, not the big one with the lid. Yeah, the house size one. The house size one. We don't have green recycle. We don't have recycling bins with a lid. You mean the blue ones, right? The blue ones? Janan says, I'll Google. Thank you, Janan. We're looking up the difference between neon and fluorescent. I'm sure like a lot of you guys know and you're just not saying anything, but we're going to look it up. We are gonna look it up. Actually, Janan is gonna look it up for us. Thank you, Janan. Melissa, I love your little portrait that you did. Was that a more recent one? Because I know you're still doing them every day. And everybody, if you were questioning whether you want to come to Oaxaca with me in January, I have another spot just opened up. So if you want to come, please make that move ASAP, because I'm going to be doing some promos to get that one sold. Somebody cancelled, unfortunately. All right, next one, let's go. And I think that was a picture of Ireland, by the way, and an anonymous. I think it was, hang on, I don't know who the anonymous one is, but somebody also posted, oh, hang on, somebody's posted this before. Delicious ice cream. Who is the anonymous that posts this picture? Are you guys here? Are you here? I remember this ice cream, and it's like, isn't it like spaghetti ice cream or something like that? Who posted that? Oh, Janan says, seems as if they're the same thing. No, neon and fluorescence are the same thing. I don't believe it. I think there must be some chemical difference between neon and fluorescent. I want to believe that there's a difference. Did anyone make Sitla's drawing session yesterday? I just haven't made anybody's drawing sessions. Funnel cake. It's not, but it's ice cream, Melissa. Look, that's ice cream. I don't think there's a funnel cake underneath that. I think it's spaghetti ice cream. Can you see that close up? Meryl says, we have neon signs, but we do have fluorescent lighting. Oh, yeah, that's a difference. There's a difference there. I bet if I asked my husband, he would know that there's a difference. Or he would say that there's a difference. Not saying that you're wrong, Janan, but I feel like Google isn't telling you the whole truth. I feel like there's more to this than just, nope, they're the same. And I don't blame you, because I know that you're probably just going through Google. Good morning, Julie. How are you? Janan says, it depends who you ask. In art pigments, I believe they're the same. In science, it has to do with gases. Okay. Alrighty. Well, okay. Let's go back to the art, because I feel like you're right. It's probably the pigments that's different, or that's the same in fluorescent and neon. Okay. This is a pretty flower. This is by C, and it's called an Ipicanthus? Ipicanthus? What is it called, C? How do you pronounce that? You're probably laughing at my pronunciation of the Latin name. I think this is our last one, and it's an icicle. I need to get that blue right. It has a little bit more green in it. touch more green. Okay, these are looking very rough right now. Oh, we have 2 more minutes. Let's get these done. I'm going to go back to, there was a couple of images that had more colors. Grays and light greens. I'm going to do another light green down here. Janan says, oh, it's a long explanation. But in short, in art, they appear the same. Okay. And Janan says, some people refer to fluorescent color as neon, ND, convert light energy of the dominant wavelength, but also the wavelengths of ultraviolet rays and other colors lower in the visible spectrum. Okay. But also the wavelengths of ultraviolet rays and other colors lower in the visible spectrum. Yeah, see, we'll just stick to, they seem the same, they have the same pigment, but it sounds like, so it sounds like fluorescent colors have a lower visual spectrum. So I guess they would, because they're light, they're closest to the light. You know how light we feel like is white, but it's not. That's all the colors. Maybe because fluorescents are closer to that bright light, it has low wavelengths. Can we say that? But also the wavelengths of ultraviolet rays and other colors lower in the visible spectrum. I repeated myself. I copied that it's talking in circles. Melissa says neon makes a soft impact, whereas fluorescent gives a stronger impact. Yeah, I can see that. Fluorescent, it's almost like there's more light. Neon color is like contrast to any other color going with it, but the fluorescent color is brighter than the neon. Ah, yes. Also copy from Google. You know, you could have just said that and we would have thought you're really clever, Melissa. Janan says, I have a better explanation, but it's too long to paste. You have a better explanation because you found a better explanation? Can you do text to talk and see how it comes out, and just read it out and it'll text it in your phone? Do you ever do that? I do text to talk because when I'm walking, I can't text and walk. So I text and I sound like a computer. Oh, the leaves are really red today, comma. Did you see the clouds come over the sky this morning? Exclamation mark. And that's how I talk and text. I put all the grammar in. I do, because it's important. All right. This one was Ireland. I'm back to Ireland. I think I'm going to skip that one and go back to, I don't really have a red. I could do, or a burgundy. So I could do gray and burgundy. I'd like to do that on this one down here. So let's make a gray. You know, if you have a purple, a light purple that's too blue, just add a little bit of yellow and it'll dull the gray to a very neutral gray. You all knew that though, didn't you? Janan says, I'll try. Okay. Yes. Melissa says, me too, exclamation point. Ah, see, I say exclamation mark. You guys talk differently, so maybe that's why it never says exclamation mark. Maybe it never writes that for me. I always say exclamation mark, and Google is probably like, what are you talking about? Or whatever it is, Siri. All right, I'm back at the first one and going back to the first iguana by Esty. And let's see. I do love the scales on here. I think the scales would be great to try and mimic, even though I tried to mimic the waffle here and it didn't turn out. But let's go to the scales. I'm going to zoom in. You can see the scales. And I'm going to change my brush because this brush is not good for this type of work. Let's see. Do I have one of my nice brushes here, or did I put it over here? Hang on a second. I think I took it upstairs. That's okay. You'd think I'd have another brush. I have this one. This one's gonna work fine, just fine. Oh, bye. I'll see you later. Check the Patreon chat. See you later. All right. I'm going to mix up a dark. What is this? A dark blue? That is a dark blue. I want a dark green. Actually, this color is very nice. I think it's like a Payne's gray, but I'd like a little bit more green in there. Let's take a little bit of the Poems by You into, oh, that's gone really dark. Okay. I'm gonna do the scales, which could be quite random. If I just keep it continuous line. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're not a subscriber of my channel, please make sure to subscribe. I never know if everybody, if you can you come in and comment if you're not a subscriber? I don't know if that is a thing that you can't do in YouTube, is it? Melissa, maybe you know because your YouTube channel is thriving, so it would be nice to know. Okay, this is one of those, why did I do scales? Why did I do scales moments? I should have done it just with markers, but I didn't. I mean, I like the fact that there's, you know, a scaly pattern, but it's taking too much time. I know. I can hear Louise's voice in my ear saying, Shar, you said you were going to keep it simple. You're not keeping it simple. It's all right. It'll just be one of those projects that I finish in March. That's all. Oh, Melissa says you can still comment. And Janan says I cannot talk to text while I'm on YouTube. Oh, okay. No worries. And Janan says, yes, you can comment if you're not a subscriber. Are you guys all subscribers to me? I'm sure you are. Are you all subscribers? I know that some of you don't like to say subscribe or click subscribe because you think you're going to get all this junk, but really YouTube does not fill you with junk. Actually, it may send you a message saying that I'm live, but I'm not sure if it does. You can turn off notifications. That I know, because I turn off all notifications and then I forget to turn them back on, and then I don't get anyone's messages. And then my friends here in Canada, who are very, very, very Facebook based and oriented, they get mad because they're like, Char, you didn't see the message. And I'm like, I don't have notifications on, and I definitely turn them off for Facebook, because if not, they'd be going bing, 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 and that would drive me crazy. So I'm not very good with notifications or with checking to see what people have been up to on Facebook, because I'm like, you know, just, yeah, don't have the time. All right, we did the scale, and now, oh, you have to click notify to get notified here. Okay, well, that's good, everybody. Now you can subscribe. Melissa has confirmed you will not get notified unless you want to get notified. Ta-da. See if we can pull out the eye. Julie, did you move? I mean, I know it takes longer than a day, but... All right, so that is the iguana, the eye for iguana. And look, 20 minutes left. Okay, let's get moving. We have the impala, which is a deer, a type of deer. I'm going to put... do I do the darker brown? I think I'm going to put green behind here, but make it more of a yellowy, grassy green. Ooh, why is it wet? Where is it wet? That one's still wet. Definitely needs more yellow and a little bit of red, I think. Okay, that's better. Like a mossy green color of the grasses. I don't think I have to do patterns on all of them, but I will do something with the eye. I want to mimic the antlers. Okay, so the antlers have like ridges on them. Let's get a brown, and I'm going to, I mean, they're gonna look kind of like stripes. Okay, cool. Oh, I finished 2 pet portraits yesterday, which I love. I love this guy. And this one as well. So I was doing that yesterday afternoon, just trying to keep up with the flow. Okay, let's go back there. I thought I'd show you those quickly. haven't been getting many commissions for pet portraits. It really shows you when you do so. See, I can't post those until they've been given to the clients, so I can't. It's just, you know, how it is. So even when you're making art, sometimes you can't show it, so then you don't get more of it. I find with art, like, you get more if you show it more. It's a very visual thing, as you know. All right, waffle. I did the waffle ice cream. I don't need to work on that anymore. This is another iguana, but I am not going to do all these scales, but I am going to, those scales are pretty cool, but they are all, I mean, I could do very small stripes, like mimic this, but maybe I only do it on the eye. Maybe I'll do that. That's what I could do. Just thinking it through, everybody. Oops, that one wasn't very thin. Neither was that one. Let's go this way. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a brighter green. That's not that much brighter. And just fill in this part. Make it a little cleaner. Oh, look how the eye is bleeding into the green. The colors are coming out of that, of the eye. Don't like that one. I think I'm gonna do this a little bit darker of a green. I want the eye to pop. I think this is why I like, oh, it's definitely gone a little bit bluer. I think this is why I like gouache. And these are very similar to gouache. I think I said that yesterday. They're very opaque. Actually, they kind of remind me of the Derwent Inktense paints. See, I needed some contrast. Definitely better. Definitely better. And at least the eye is an iguana color. For sure. Okay. Let's go. We are going on to the inchworm. Yeah. And I'm not going to use the green. I'm going to just use black, I think. Julie says, oh, Janan says, I'm a subscriber. And Julie says, it doesn't tell me anything, but I might have turned everything off. Melissa says, you have to click notify to get notified here. And Julie says, no move yet. I feel a bit better though, so that's good. Okay, good. Yes, sorry. Did not ask if you're feeling better. Happy that you're feeling better. That's pretty rough to not feel good when you have lots to do and lots to help with. Okay, I need to leave a tiny line in between these two. I mean, I could use just black ink as well for this. These are blacks that Sarah gave me that are, they're convenience blacks. So they're actually, they don't contain black pigment. Which I like because it doesn't make the colors muddy like a regular black does. Some of them are warmer, some of them are cooler. Okay, and the inch one does have dots on it. I'm not sure if I want to put the dots on it. I think I'm just going to leave it like that for now. All right, we have 10 minutes left. This is the igloo one. I'm going to go in with a dark, not a dark blue, but just a definite, this is, I think, ultramarine. Or maybe it's cobalt, but I have to make sure that I don't go inside these lines, because that was the whole point of the design. We'll do this side too while I'm here not breathing. Julie says, no worries, you can't keep up with everybody's viruses, can you? No, I can't. Sorry, Julie. But I did know that you weren't feeling well, and I forgot to ask if you were feeling better. So I'm happy that you're feeling better. Alrighty, I didn't go over them. That's good. Maybe a little bit on this one. All right, those are pretty plain over there. I think I need to put a pattern on this next one. This one is the island. I'm going to take the green of the palms and should I go? Yeah, I think I'll go. If I just do the pattern of the palms in the background here. And then make the blue even bluer. This just looks like paradise, this photo. You can't really see it, but it's a very pretty photo. Now, I'm wondering, I think Patty did not get this from her camera roll. She has a lot of photos on her camera roll, but I think this one was not from her camera roll. And everybody's doing this project very differently. I know that there are a couple of people who are just doing flowers of the letters of the alphabet. Some people are doing places. Julie is doing places. It's Louise here from England. She's doing flowers. C's doing flowers. Some people are sketching the images out daily, and I'm just taking colors from each image and working on that. So it's nice that everybody's doing different things. Next month is Inktober. I think I talked a little bit about it yesterday. Amy says, like the vibrant deep colors in the second layer. The vibrant deep colors in the second layer. Oh, you mean like as I'm putting it on the second layer? Yeah, I try and keep it nice and light, the first layer, so if I want to go over with anything I can. Although sometimes, like this one, it's good to go over the background and then put the dark on the letter. This one is leaking, bleeding, so I'm going to go over that one as well. And I'd say it takes a good 15-20 minutes to actually sketch out the letters, like to find different forms of typography in that letter, and then get that down. So yeah, I'd say these, I could probably say these take at least 2 or 3, probably 3 hours in total, which is not what I was hoping for. Did you hear me? Oh, Julie's doing Inverness, Point Reyes, California. Oh, not Inverness, like England and the Loch Ness Monster? What? You're not doing the Loch Ness Monster in Inverness? Julie. Did not know there was an Inverness in California. Melissa says it's fun following along on IG with all the different things people are doing. Yeah, it is fun. And Melissa says we've decided to put an AHP Toba list together. Oh, an art hang Toba, art hang party Toba list together. That's so cool. We built the list from our pot of themes. That is very cool. We have done Inktober before, but we've also we've kind of used October. I know there's Birdtober out there as well. Some people like to do that one as well as Birds in December that I host. But we have done for the past few years, we've done Nocturnal Month in October. So we focus on, because it's Halloween and stuff, we just pick images which are night images, and it's really great learning experience because you use colors that you don't usually use, and you really look at the images, and your color mixing improves as well because you're really focused on those muted neutral colors as well. Well, and there's brights, there's a lot of brights as well. Okay, I'm going to change that eye, make it a little bit more solid, especially on this side. Oh my gosh, we're in the time zone of needing to stop. I'm sorry. Well, I almost got halfway done. Almost. So the next one was iron. I just want to fill in the back here. And I'm going to just do a scratchy. I'm just going to put a scratchy thing on here. And then I'm going to fill this in like this. And then make this just a little browner. All right. I have to love you and leave you all and get on with my day. If you're taking my class today, it is at 10 a.m. and I'll be on at 9:45 if anybody wants to join a little earlier. Look forward to seeing you. Just get this a little bit more even in the background. Probably should have put it on before I put that darker red on. There we go. All right, everyone. Slowly getting it done. Have a great day, Janan. Thank you. Julie says, I am managing all right with little places like Inverness. It's tiny. It's like tiny. Okay, that's fine. I'm joking. You can do whatever you want to do. Julie says, for now, I have no idea what I'll come up with for K. Oh, a place for K? Oh, you could do, I'll send you a castle in Denmark, Kronborg Castle. So I will send you that, and then that's K. All right, take care, everybody. Or are they usually like towns or places? Does it matter? I'll talk to you later, Julie. Bye, everyone. Take care. See you.